Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the HitchHiking Host Show. I am your host, your ghost host, Wes Troop. And as you can see, I'm back with another episode. And this week we're going to talk about what went down at the Walt Disney World parks this past week. And it was kind of a light news week for Disney parks. Of course, Universal announced their big new theme park, which, whatever. But, no, who knows, it might be fine. But over at Walt Disney World, a little bit here, a little bit there, but I'm back nonetheless, and we're going to talk about it. So let's see what's happening over at the Trending Topics. All right, so we're going to start over in basically what's become a weekly segment of our Primeval Whirl update, because over a month ago, on June 17th, the Walt Disney World Resort released an advisory informing guests that Primeval Whirl at Disney's Animal Kingdom would be closed until further notice due to unspecified technical issues. And while we're not exactly sure what's happening with the attraction, Disney predicted that the attraction could have opened as soon as July 4th, but of course, this never happened, and the attraction remains closed into August. And now Disney has said that the attraction will not open at all this month, and may be available by the end of September at the earliest. All the while not saying what's wrong with the attraction that caused it to be closed basically all summer. So, it was pretty funny. I laughed earlier today. I saw a post on Facebook, I believe, in one of my groups, and it said something about, it showed a picture of the Primeval Whirl cars sitting there at Animal Kingdom, and they're like, you ever have that feeling that you may have had your last ride on Primeval Whirl? That's kind of what it feels like. Hopefully it will reopen for fans of the ride. As I've said on here the last few weeks, I'm not really a big fan of Primeval Whirl. I kind of forget that it exists. This actually makes me remember that it does exist, that it's down. So, just not one of my favorite rides. But if it's one of your favorite rides, know that end of September may be the earliest it could open, which is a big surprise. It's been down for a long time, but for just a random closure. So, yes, hopefully for fans of Primeval Whirl, it will be up sooner than later. But it will affect the rest of the summer vacations, and even some of these fall vacations now will be affected by the Primeval Whirl closure. All right, and speaking of Disney's Animal Kingdom, it was announced earlier this year that Disney's Animal Kingdom would be expanding its holiday offerings in 2019, and now Disney released some concept art to give guests an idea of what to expect. It all begins when you cross the bridge to Discovery Island, finding yourself in the midst of celebration of winter, handcrafted by the eclectic community of artists who made the island their home. The village is filled with sparkling white holiday decorations, colorful animal-inspired luminary lines, the rooftops, and wireframe lanterns in the shape of beautiful birds can be found perched throughout the area. So this is very cool. Of course, the other three parks have been known for their festive holiday stuff between the Magic Kingdom, decking out the castle and whatnot, all with icicles, and of course the Christmas party. Then you have Epcot with their holidays around the world. You have Hollywood Studios with their random shows, of course, with that show that shows Santa's crotch on the Chinese theater. Oh, I can't wait to talk about that again as we get closer to the holidays. And so then Animal Kingdom has always had some decorations, but now we're getting some more, which is always a great thing. And this sounds very interesting. If I would be there around the holiday time, I would definitely check out that Disney's Animal Kingdom's new holiday decorations that will be expanding, expanding decorations in 2019. So look out for that if you're going to be there around the holidays. Now, park hopping over to Epcot, because though Disney announced a number of perks coming this fall for annual pass holders visiting Epcot, a number of additional perks and discounts have been announced. Do we sound desperate yet? Including the following: exclusive character meet and greets beginning on August 29th. Annual pass holders can meet Winnie the Pooh at Christopher Robin's room in the United Kingdom at Epcot, while over at Disney's Animal Kingdom, pass holders can meet Baloo as well as Tarzan and Jane. So some cool character meet and greets coming, just for exclusive for the annual pass holders. A little bit of perks. And now, also, free money for dining at Epcot. When annual pass holders purchase a $100 Disney gift card, they'll also receive a $10 digital bonus to use at select table service restaurants at Epcot, including the Esker Hus. You think I know how to say that by now. Royal Banquet Hall. You know, the princess character meal at Norway. Beer Garden Restaurant. I know how to say that. Coral Reef Restaurant. Garden Grill Restaurant. One of my favorite restaurants in the world, Le Cellier Steakhouse, and Rose and Crown Pub and Dining Room. The gift card can be purchased at Mouse Gear, Disney Traders, the Bridge Kiosk, or the Port of Entry. We also have some Food and Wine Festival freebies, because at Epcot International Food and Wine Festival, pass holders are eligible to receive a complimentary Chef Mini Magnet from August 29th to October 14th, and a Chef Remy Magnet from October 15th to November 23rd. On the annual pass holder's fourth visit to the festival, they can also receive a complimentary Chef Mini wooden coaster set, which I've seen a lot of people are gearing up for. A lot of people want that coaster set. So definitely, if you are a pass holder, you're planning on going to Food and Wine, definitely check out some of those perks beginning on August 29th. And speaking of Epcot, the final group of Leave a Legacy stones will be removed from the front entrance of Epcot beginning this week. These last stones are the eastern side of Spaceship Earth, and once construction walls are removed, likely next week, the first real phase of Epcot's entrance redesign will begin. That's right, if you haven't been following the timeline, I guess, of these legacy stones have been removed the past few months. You know, those Leave a Legacy stones, I would gaze at them once in a while, I guess, as I went by. I'd be like, oh, that's cool. Of course, there was the one that had In Sync on it. That's probably the most famous one. But, you know, it was, you could leave your name and family and picture and stuff like that on those. I don't know. They weren't supposed to last forever anyway. So, I mean, I'm fine with them being gone. Some people really liked them. But, you know, for me, no big deal. So that, it will be the end of Leave a Legacy stones this coming week. And finally, in an interesting free dining announcement, Disney has begun offering a bounce-back offer for guests who visit Walt Disney World in 2019 and are planning a repeat visit next year. The special offer is for free dining on select stays in 2020 for guests booking a package that includes at least 4 nights on property, as well as a 4-day park hopper ticket. The offer is currently available for the following dates: May 26th to the June 2nd, 2020, June 26th to September 12th, 2020, and December 9th, 2020 to December 24th, 2020. But here's the catch. You must book the offer by October 31st, 2019. I know, happy Halloween. I was actually kind of interested in that deal, but, you know, a month after I get back from my vacation, I really don't feel like paying for another vacation. So, unfortunately, while I will be most likely 99% be going to Walt Disney World in 2020, unfortunately, you know, you can't book it that soon by October 31st. So, but if you have already been in 2019 and you think you could book your vacation by 2020, by October 31st of this year for 2020, then definitely check out that offer for the free dining. That's like word hallelujah for Disney fans. Free dining. There you go. All right. Well, that is this week's episode. And I'll be back next week where we'll find out what happened down at the Walt Disney World parks. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/HitchHostShow. Follow the show on Facebook, facebook.com/HitchHostShow. Follow on the Twitter @HitchHostShow. And if you want to listen to the show, or you are listening to the show, do so over on Podbean, hitchhostshow.podbean.com, or search on iTunes or Stitcher under Wes Troop or the Hitchhiking Host Show. Until next time, don't forget to
hurry back
for the next episode. See ya.